Hi everyone, this is Charmaine. I'm the founder and Chief Digital Marketing Officer at Sky Digital Agency. It's been some time since I talked about SEO, so I thought I will do a sharing on SEO and just share with you the top five, okay? Top five top five points of SEO fundamentals, and to share with you also that we have a one-day course if you'd like to learn more. But these 4 points will actually help you rank quite a little bit but you will not see the results immediately. So one of the things to understand about SEO is that it's not a immediate it's not a low-lying fruit. Okay, it's not a low-lying fruit, partly because it takes time to show results. What we recommend for businesses to do is actually to do it and wait for the results to show. And that takes 3 to 6 months sometimes. Sometimes it takes longer. For some businesses, it takes up to 9-12 months even. Okay, but that would highly depend on what we call a competitive or non-competitive keyword, and whether it is short tail or long tail keyword. Okay, these are many terms and terms that we use in the industry, but you don't have to worry too much about it. But I think this video today would actually give you quite a good idea of what SEO is about, and the four things that you can do to improve your searchability online. Okay, so as I mentioned to you, we do have an SEO workshop. It is held monthly. Okay, so sorry, it is held actually once a month. Sometimes we conduct only once in 2 months. Okay, so just very quickly to share with you that if you like to learn more, our email is here, our mobile as well. Okay, so feel free to WhatsApp us, email us as well. Okay, before we get started, quick introduction of myself. I'm Charmaine. I'm the founder and Chief Digital Marketing Officer at Sky Digital Agency. I also have 2 courses with IAL, Institute for Adult Learning. One of it is about video pitch, digital elevator pitch, actually, to create your 2 to 3 minutes elevator pitch. What is marketing about? And we talk about the different videos that businesses can create. You film and edit one of the 2-minute pitch that you have. Okay, script template is also provided. I have 3 courses with Aventis. Okay, so I also have content marketing. I have 3 courses with Aventis: Instagram, email marketing, and YouTube marketing. Okay, experience currently, because I have developed the social media marketing course for them. It's a 1-day course, so it's a WSQ program. If you're interested, drop a comment below. We'll let you know the details. All right, so currently I'm still the trainer, but not every run eventually, if they have like more than 5 runs a month, not every run, social media marketing course run, will be conducted by me. Okay, so that's my LinkedIn QR code at the top right corner. If you'd like to add me on LinkedIn, do let me know that you have seen my videos. I don't add everyone, because partly because I really want to know who I'm adding, and also to know whether or not this person would engage with my post, right? So anyone who is just randomly adding, usually I don't really approve them unless they wrote me a message and tell me something that there are reasons for us to get connected. Okay, so we do have courses. I think we have about 8 different subjects. Okay, I'll just go through them very quickly: Instagram SEO, advanced Facebook, email marketing, content marketing, and LinkedIn marketing. All right, today's video, okay, I have a very short outline for you, and if you would like to share with us in the comments, I would love to hear from you. Let us know your name, your business, your industry, your nature of work, your questions about SEO in the comments, and also your top 3 challenges with SEO. Okay, but I hope to iron this out, because a lot of people always inquire with us about SEO, but actually it's a lot of efforts. Our participants who attend our classes, our SEO classes, they know how much work it requires, and it says that you require a full-time staff to do it. Okay, that's how much work it requires, at least in the first 3 to 6 months. Moving forward, personally, I think we should still get the SEO fundamentals right. But if you are actually looking to rank for competitive keywords, you really require a lot of money put into it, because you need someone in the industry to help you out with the research. Okay, but my outline, my outline is what is SEO, what Google wants, and 4 ways to improve SEO, not 12. I think, yeah, okay. Don't know what went wrong there, but this is the outline. Okay, I have 3 outlines for you. Okay, so I hope to run through with you. Okay, so now what is SEO? I have 5 points to help you understand what is SEO. Number 1 is it's a search engine optimization. It's an effort that would help Google to understand what kind of content you put out on your website and whether or not it is relevant to people who search on Google. Okay, so think of it as a matchmaking like kind of thing. So they will match a website based on a user's search. Okay, so they will match the best content based on how much they know about your website, meaning that if people visit a website, do they bounce immediately off? Do they close it? They do have robots to crawl your website to tell you how fast your page loads. So if it's really slow, typically they don't rank your website as well. Okay. Now number two is we call it organic traffic, free traffic, natural and earned results. But this is not a low-lying fruit, meaning that it's not something that you do and you see a result within 2 to 4 weeks or even 8 weeks. It's something that, especially if you have a new domain name, it takes about 6 to 12 months. Okay, for existing domain names, typically you should see the results within 3 to 6 months. But if it's a competitive keyword, that's when it takes a longer time. Okay, so it's known as organic traffic, free traffic, but it requires a lot of effort at the start. Okay, the fundamentals and the structure, it's not something that I think, from my understanding, is not something that a lot of agencies do at the start, which because it requires a lot of effort. So sometimes cheap might not help you, because a cheap web service provider is just going to find the fastest way to do things, but it may not be the way that it needs to be done so that you get the SEO organic traffic that you should get, right? And actually it's a lot of effort, because they need to understand a bit of your business, a bit of the competitive keywords. And I always recommend for clients to try to not go for very competitive keywords at the start. Go for a non-competitive keyword. So that's why there's a bit of research that needs to be done. Okay, so fundamentally, there are just 4 things that I'm going to share with you today that needs to be done, and you should see a bit of results. Okay, and we'll talk about it a little bit. Okay, so how does it work? It requires a bit of consistent content. It should help users find what they are looking for. So I'll give you a very quick example. Okay, say for example, I'm a social media marketing agency. We have 2 types of products and services, right? One is we have social media and digital marketing courses, and the other is that we provide retainer services, social media and digital marketing retainer services. So how can we help our customers understand that we provide these services and they should choose us, they should work with us? So the key to this is to understand how a 21st century customers search, or how they actually do their research before they decide to purchase with or engage with an agency. Okay, the best way I can explain to this is majority of times people are trying to understand the problem as well. What's the problem? So a lot of times, if we're dealing with millennials especially, they are not only tech savvy, but they look for a lot of social and digital marketing profiles, credibility before they decide. Okay, so when we talk about credibility, there are many things, right? Your social media profiles, what kind of things you're putting out on your social media profile, whether it's just Facebook or you have a Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, YouTube, and so on. Also, I think for them, like reviews, I have participants who came to our classes and say, at one point when we first started with our courses, right, for the public, it was in about 2016, okay, 15, 16, around that time. But I think in 2016, there was one participant who told us, because we were going through the activity called A Buyer's Journey on the Internet. So she actually told us that she not only searched for our course on Google, she actually went to search for our Facebook and also to look at our reviews. So when we knew how important that was when we screenshot all our reviews that we have on Facebook and we embed it to our website. At that point of time, we only had Facebook reviews. So she also told us that she felt that the reviews were genuine. Okay, so today our customers can tell a lot of things and they judge for themselves, right? So we do need to understand these things when we do all this social media and digital marketing and SEO stuff. Okay, so be consistent in helping in creating value so that they are searching for the solutions and they can find you, and because you're a solution provider. So a lot of times, a lot of businesses actually don't communicate that they are a solution provider. How you should see your website as well, I'll talk about it in more detail later, but how you should see your website is really your 24/7 salesperson, and that's how I see it. And that's why we will always invest in our website. We'll put out a lot of content, we'll do videos like this, and not only for our YouTube subscribers, but we'll embed it back to our website so that people who land on our website will see all these contents, okay? So there's something called inbound marketing. I think you can look up for it. Just Google it, you should see and be able to read up about it. Okay, but in our future videos, we'll talk about it as well. Okay, but understand the difference between SEO and why people value SEO so much, why business owners value Google search results so much. They are willing to pay for ads as well. Because it's a search with intent. That's point number 4, okay? This is a summary of what SEO is about, but I'm going to give you 4 tips, okay? So happened that we're talking about number 4. Okay, but what happened is that they are looking for a solution, so they have an intent they have a problem, so they search with an intent. Whereas social media marketing is, the advantage is that they are not searching, but you can plan in their heads this product and service that you have. Okay, so it's a bit different. Okay, so last but not least, real time. You should always embed Google Analytics to your website, even though you're not doing much SEO, you don't know what SEO is about. Always get your web developer to embed the Google Analytics. Okay, you should not, we have a video on how to create a Google Analytics. Okay, so I will link it in the description below later after this live video. But you should not have the agency create the Google Analytics ID on their end. Okay, reason because at any point of time you want to switch a provider, it depends on your relationship with the provider. They may or may not be able to transfer the ownership to you, or they choose not to. Okay, so you should always create it on your end with just your Gmail account, personal Gmail account. If you are the founder of the company, that's the best case scenario. If you are the manager or social media manager, digital marketing manager at a company, try to use your create a Gmail for your company and then create that Google Analytics ID and then get your web developer to embed it. Okay, so Google Analytics will give you some matrix to understand how well your content is doing. All right, so some key benefits: greater brand awareness when people can look for you. And the other things that you do on social media is basically to add to your branding, your brand positioning. So greater brand awareness, organic. Okay. Number 2, credibility. Some business can't be found and people feel that, what is this business doing, right? But I think many of our clients nowadays, they do check out all these things. If you're not searchable, if you don't put in effort, you don't know what SEO is about as a business, they do decide for themselves that they might not want to work with you. Okay, Number three is actually a primary source of leads for many businesses. So do think about it, okay? That's why a lot of businesses, when they first start, they will always go with Google AdWords. Okay, higher percentage of close rate. So if I have, say for example, right, I just give you a scenario. If I have 10 participants in my class, majority of them would have searched for our courses with Google, more than 70%. Okay, a small percentage comes from our social media adverts. And we have to understand that SEO is search with intent. So do invest with your SEO, but you can't expect very quick results if you don't have someone full-time looking into the SEO strategy, because SEO, you actually have to review it every single month. Okay, you have to review it every single month. You have to see how your keywords performing, which are the pages that give you the best results. All right. So I give you three, the first point, which we are going to dive into soon, okay, which is about page title and meta description. Nowadays, actually Google released a few years ago a press release to say that they will no longer rank meta keywords as much. But as a good principle, so that you understand what are the keywords you are trying to rank for, I would suggest you just do that keyword as well, although they don't really pay much attention or rank it as much. Okay, so I have 4 results on the right here. These are ads. Okay, so you see the word AD in front, which means that people pay money to be listed here. But there are many ways for Google to charge you. They can charge you based on impression, which is when the ad shows like this, they charge you, or they just charge you when people click through. So out of all these 4 results, right, which would you click on? Which would you click on? Okay, so I have to tell you, to be very honest, the reason for you to want to click on something would probably be that they actually describe it in a way that is enticing enough for you to click through. They communicated the benefits, or they communicated what you were looking for. Okay, what you were looking for. Okay, so if I do another search like Instagram marketing, for us, we are actually on the first page for Instagram marketing course. Okay, first page of Google search engines. And if you scroll through, I want to ask you as well, which would you click on? Which would you click on? Okay, and same thing for SEO. SEO in internet marketing course, we are actually ranked on the first page as well. So similarly, a lot of people nowadays will tell us that I don't click on ads, right? I click on the organic results. So there is a change, there's a shift in how a 21st century customer behaves online. Okay, so that's just some things to understand and think about. But that being said, there are still a lot of people who click through the Google ads. Okay, many years ago, I think someone from our company launched ad. I think the budget was $100, and just that month alone, within like a week, I think we got like so many inquiries. And these are people who actually click on ads, but they didn't know that they click on ads. Yeah, but they knew that they search on Google. Okay. Similarly for our social media marketing bootcamp course. All right. So ask yourself, what are some of the lower competitive keywords? Like, what is competitive? Competitive would be digital marketing costs. That is a competitive keyword. So we try not to compete in that space, or rather we do pay attention to those keywords, but our attention is to rank for very specific and slightly, I wouldn't say that these are not keywords that are competitive, but they're not like the high range. They're like probably the mid range. They're probably not in the low range, but these are the strategies, okay, SEO strategies that we need to consider. All right, so I give you step by step on how you can check whether or not your website has this page title, meta keywords, and description that I'm talking about. But that being said, I think it's a good principle to do all 3. But if you are someone who, if Google doesn't rank, you don't want to do a meta keyword, I mean, that's fine. We do have a lot of participants in our classes. Not say a lot, we do have a few We do have a few people who in our classes who will always raise that up, but I always think it's just a good principle to stick to, so that it reminds you of the keywords that you should involve in. Okay, so download Chrome. Chrome browser will be able to do this, okay, unless you know how to do inspect elements. But if you download Chrome, go to your website, click on view, developer, view source, okay. This is the code that you're trying to look for. Title, okay, meta keyword, and meta description. Zooming in, okay, so you can see here, learn how to drive more traffic, set up a sales funnels, okay. These are very short phrases, so we are going for long tail keyword. Basically, it's a good principle to have, okay. So basically these are the descriptions that you should do, okay. So diving deeper to the 4 things that I wanted to share with you, okay, is number 1, you should incorporate keywords naturally, not only into your titles, but into your meta descriptions, okay. And I give you an example here. Sky Digital Agency offers social media and digital marketing courses that are SkillsFuture credit eligible for individuals to upskill themselves and grow their business. So the keywords that I was trying to rank for is social media, digital marketing, SkillsFuture credit eligible courses, and Singapore. So although that big, like keywords are not so important right now, but it helps you to focus. You understand what I mean? It helps you to understand what are the keywords that are important to you and your business. What are the keywords that are competitive and non-competitive? Many a times, people who don't do it, you don't see a consistency in not only the keywords used in the page title, it's not used in the description. So when I look at a website, when I do a inspect, kind of viewing the codes, right? Just like what I did to show you earlier on the Chrome browser, I'm like, if you want to rank for certain things, like even if you're a swimming coach, I don't see these things in your page title. The most common mistake people have is the page title is always their business name. So nobody would search like Aqua Swimming School. They would just search like a swimming coach or swimming lessons near me. So you have to understand how people search. That's number 1. Okay, so of course you're not going to rank for how swimming lessons near me, right? So you might say like swimming lessons in Tampines, swimming lessons in Bedok. So Google understands how to match, right, based on a person's location and where they are searching from. So you have to understand how people search. So that's the very important part. Number 2, okay, I gave you an example here. The first example, Sky Digital Agency /blog/SEO versus SEM instead of /blog ID = 4. If you have seen all these URLs before, just understand that it's not descriptive for humans, it's not descriptive for robots. Okay, so the best case scenario will be the third option, /blog how to improve my website SEO, because this is how people search. Okay. Number 3, page load speed is very important. There's a research published quite a few years now that if your website doesn't load within 3 seconds, people close and just move on. I always add on to tell people that when you use a mobile phone, there are so many notifications that come in: WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, email, etc., etc. So if your page doesn't load fast, and there's a way to test this, okay, it's called page, PAGE space speed space insights. It's by Google. It's a free tool for you to test it, okay, and it will tell you if there are any other script issues on your website. So if you say, for example, right, if you have a lot of overseas traffic, their internet is much slower, so it's not ideal to have very heavy big high resolution images on your website that takes time to load, because if they are searching from overseas and their internet connection is not so fast, it takes even longer for them. It's not like 3 to 10 seconds. It might take them like 20 seconds to load it. Okay, so that's something. Last but not least, point number 4. Personally, I think many business owners, I started developing websites for business owners since 2010. I've seen so many that they don't update their website. They say that they don't have anything to update, it's confidential. And I can build a website for a client, right? And 2 to 3 years later, right, zero updates, zero updates. They have nothing to update. And to me, it's like, if you don't update it, right, and we always propose to build a content management system for the client, but most of them, they don't have a budget, right? So when you don't build it, then you don't update it. And when you don't update it, it basically tells Google that you are you don't have you don't have the latest content, almost like a date entity, like a date business entity. Probably they should rank other people. So that's the signals that you're giving to Google. Okay, so always use a content management system that's the easiest for you to update. I have many clients, okay, although it is a powerful platforms like Magento, they are not as straightforward. Okay, otherwise ask for a training video whenever so you just sign up like a 3-month retainer, and then whenever they update something for you, right, ask them to use this called Loom, which is a plugin for Chrome, Loom, to just record their screen whenever they are doing the update. So then you can refer to all these videos, okay, and then playback. Of course, it's if they want to charge you more for it, just pay them lah. I think it's worth it to understand how you can update it, because there are certain things that if you don't update it immediately, like, and then if you like need it urgently, the agency might not be able to support. So you should always understand how to do it. So there are certain more complicated stuff that you can still depend on the agency, but simple things like text, I think you can update it, okay? So as a business owner, I think these are 4 very important things that I would like to just share, and hopefully that's something that you can work on, okay? I think these 4 things, once you work on it, your SEO, you will see results. Most of you will see results very quickly, okay? So hopefully you have not like engage someone to do like black hat SEO, etc. Those actually do affect your authority on Google online as well. So when you want to try and like win back that authority, we call it, it's very difficult, okay? So that being said, I just want to end off with this story, okay? When you try to chase a cat, it runs away, okay? So think of what you can do to attract a cat to you, okay? These are our customers basically. So try to position yourself such that you are so attractive that your customer prefers you over their competitors. All right, so this is the strategy, and this is something that I encourage all business owners to think about. All right, so for me, it's really to create value for our potential customers and clients, and we want to attract people who are like-minded like us, who appreciate value, who appreciate these things that we share, and hopefully when they are ready to purchase with us, to engage us either for a consultancy project, a strategy project, or social media and digital marketing projects, then it's a good thing. And one of the things to understand is all these things that we do online, be it on our website, our social media, etc., our videos on YouTube, is to help our customers to get to know us. Okay, so that's the thing that I think we all need to understand. A lot of people think that, wow, so much effort, but the thing is, if you don't do it, you actually fall behind. And there's this thing called the 21st century customer profiles. They are very different. Very different. And a lot of you who have business proposals, right, try to look at it, because a lot of things are outdated already. Social media marketing, digital marketing, SEO marketing is so important right now that nobody actually adds it into their business proposal and pay much attention to it. And this is what differentiates today, because everyone is online, especially during this pandemic, COVID-19. Many people have never paid attention and to social media and digital marketing, because they could meet people, they could do events, they could do many things, right? But right now we are limited. So hopefully this 4 tips I've shared with you today helps you understand what SEO is about, and just do these 4 things. I can assure you these are things that would help you drastically. Okay, there's another thing that's called a HTTPS, right? Where you see the HTTPS instead of HTTP SSL certifications. Okay, nowadays, the good thing is that the basic SSL certificates are now usually free. Okay, and you can look for hosting providers. You can inquire with them to make sure that they have a free certificate for you so that your web developer can install it, so that you don't have to pay a yearly fee, which can cost about $50 to $70 a year. Okay, the very basic one, actually, they have a lot of, they are open source that are free. So it depends on the hosting provider whether they include it in their servers. If they do, like, you can actually just use it. Okay, but this is the free one. The free certificates are not recommended if you take transactions online. Okay, like e-commerce store, it's better to go for a paid SSL certification, so that is slightly more secure. What you are protecting when you're doing a basic SSL is your web forms, so people cannot like hijack, okay, whatever content and etc. Okay, so those are things that I think if you do it nowadays, SSL is plays a big role. I think recently one of our websites actually got affected, the ranking got affected, but the good thing was that we realized that it affected the website. We quickly installed the SSL for that website, and we were glad we did it. Okay, so that's really what I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this video has been helpful, do remember to drop a comment, give it a like, a thumbs up. Do share this video with your friends. Help us to continue to create videos like this. If you haven't already, or you're interested in influencer marketing, we have some videos for you as well. We've just premiered one last week, and another one which is next week on 19th of June, next Friday. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Stay safe. I look forward to hearing from you. And we do have people reaching out to us, let us know that they've watched our videos. Okay, so do let us know. Okay, and we are definitely looking to create more contents on YouTube. As mentioned to you, we have 2 videos every single week right now due to COVID-19. And really wanting to push out more content for everyone who really wants to get started with their social media presence, digital marketing presence. It's really an investment. Look at it as an investment. Don't look at it as an expense, because all these things is going to help you get more sales, more brand positioning in the market, whatever your industry. So look at branding yourself as the thought leader, as an expert in your industry, as someone who is generous, a generous service provider. All right. There are many things that it's going to come to you when you add value to other people. So if you agree with me, start doing. Right. There are many things that you can do on your own. If you have more times on your hand right now, learn. Like I think I've shared before in one of my social media posts, what are the top skills that I think is very valuable. Number 1, basic HTML coding knowledge. If you know basic HTML coding, you can basically build your website in one day. We teach this course under the Good Designers. So if you're interested, I'll link the Good Designers URL below as well. Second, I think a bit of graphic designing is important. I'm not talking about like Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator, but maybe learn how to design in Canva, learn how to design in PowerPoint. For us, right now, we have one-day courses. We teach people how to design infographic social media posts in one day. So yeah, so that's infographics, right? Social media designing, right? The third thing, you might have to pick it up on your own, although we have a course on it. But you really need to get started. The video marketing, okay, video marketing. So to create videos like this, you actually don't really need don't need any video editing. All you need is to be able to create presentation slides, right? And then you just need to have a Zoom account, a premium Zoom account to go live on YouTube or Facebook. And if you want to learn video editing, is for certain effects, music, and so on. So that's important, but I think just get started with videos before thinking about the editing part, because the editing, even for us, does put us back, because a lot of our videos, right, I tell you, if you see like 10 videos that we have edited, we probably like shoot 20, and we only post 10, because the editing does take time. Another really important skill is really social media marketing. So learn a bit. I think you don't need to be on all the 4-5 social media platforms. Okay, my top social media platforms are Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. But we did not start all at the same time. We started with Facebook, right? But we were still figuring out at a point of time in 2014, I think, 13, 14. And then once we figured it out, we understood it. That's when we went on, we first did Instagram. Okay, and that took us some time. I think we only started our Instagram account in 2017. We didn't even start when Instagram started. So, and then we did YouTube. Okay, YouTube, we always had the accounts, just that we never posted videos. So we started YouTube in 2018. We were only more regular in June 2019. All right. So, and this year we committed to do one video a week, right? June 2019 was when we tried to do one video a week, but some months we couldn't. So some months we only had one video a month, right? So yeah, so we didn't start everything together. Even for LinkedIn right now, we still didn't push as much content out on LinkedIn, but you should explore, if you have presentation slides like this, besides creating it as a video, you should explore putting it on your LinkedIn slide shares. Okay, so that's for me today. Thank you so much for watching my video. And if you have any questions about SEO, social media, digital marketing, do drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Take care, stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you at our next video.